Good evening. Excitement is in the air as we crown a new Miss Dominica in just a few hours. This is EmoNews Nightly News Package for February 12, 2026. I am your presenter, Anna Benjamin. In the headlines this evening, revelers rewarded with an extra hour of street jump-up time. Dominica strengthens laboratory capacity. Mia Mottley secures historic third landslide victory in Barbados. Dominica's under-17 boys draw 1-1 with Anguilla in final qualifier. And West Indies defeat England by 30 runs in T20 World Cup thriller. These stories and more coming up.
Don't forget, today we have funeral, we have functions. Make sure you're on time.
Always on time, eh?
You're always on time. Make sure. All right. Papa Met, look, I just received a message from National Bank asking me to regain access to my account. I can't message that. Your account has been placed on hold due to an unusual activity. Let me click that link.
How many times NBD has to say that they will never ever send links via text message to regain access to account or to restore account or to do anything with account?
So National Bank that sent it, I believe it. I just click in.
Emo, if you are not sure, it's better if you call National Bank at 255-2300 or email them at customersupport@nbd.dm.
Papa Met, little again I lose all the little money I save up from my account.
And you'd find money to pay me.
Yeah, I tell you, I almost click the link and almost lose my money. You're talking about I hope I have money to pay you. Let's go, eh?
All I know is don't click any link. Call NBD instead.
So let us go to our business.
And first up in local news, the Ministry of Health has received new laboratory equipment valued at approximately US $85,000 to strengthen Dominica's disease surveillance and emergency response capacity. The donation, funded through the Pandemic Fund and the Fleming Fund by PAHO and WHO, includes a Vitec 2 system and other specialized supplies to enhance testing and detection. Senior laboratory technologist Craig Henry says the new system will significantly improve the identification of bacteria and antimicrobial resistance, allowing faster and more accurate treatment for patients. Officials say the investment marks an important step in boosting Dominica's health security and pandemic preparedness. And in more health news, the government of Dominica has officially signed the PAHO-WHO Multi-Country Cooperation Strategy 2026 to 2031 for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, reinforcing its commitment to building a stronger, more resilient health system. The strategy provides a medium-term framework for advancing health and development across Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It focuses on improving primary health care, strengthening emergency preparedness, expanding the health workforce, advancing digital transformation, and preventing communicable and non-communicable diseases. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Dr. Kira Paul-Lum, described the agreement as timely and strategic for Dominica, noting that it will enhance resilience and ensure equitable access to high-quality health services amid global supply chain disruptions and workforce challenges. The strategy comes at a critical time as the region faces rising non-communicable diseases, persistent infectious threats, and the growing impacts of climate change and natural disasters. Dominica has already benefited from the Smart Hospitals initiative, with upgrades completed in La Plaine, Grand Bay, and Portsmouth, while Maho and Wesley are slated for retrofitting. Government officials say Dominica looks forward to working closely with PAHO and WHO and other regional partners to translate the strategy into measurable health gains for its citizens and the wider Eastern Caribbean. In more local news, the Minister of National Security, Honorable Reuben Blackmore, has commended Dominicans on having peaceful Carnival celebrations so far, and is calling on everyone to ensure that we close the season in the same manner.
So far for the year, I think we have had, 8 opening of Carnival throughout the country, is that so? A lot of fringe events, and they have been incident-free. And I think that speaks to the maturity of the Dominican people, and the demonstration that we're defined by being a peaceful people. It has been part of our tradition, and I'm looking forward, therefore, for the 2 big days, Monday and Tuesday.
The minister also thanked the hardworking police officers who have been patrolling Carnival events. He reminded them that the greater part of their work will be on Carnival Monday and Tuesday. He pledged his government's commitment to continue to support them as they perform their duties. In related news, Acting Deputy Chief of Police Jeffrey James outlined the plans of the police for patrolling Carnival 2026. James said that the good behavior displayed by revelers has been rewarded with extra jump-up time. He warned that should patrons start misbehaving, the police has the right and the authority to stop the celebrations at any time.
The openings of Portsmouth, Grand Bay, Carnival Territory, Maho, St. Joseph, La Plaine, Salisbury, Marigot, and Roseau. Your support and cooperation have not gone unnoticed. The government of Dominica has rewarded you, the patrons, by extending the Carnival hours by 1 hour on day 1. That is Monday, February 16, 2026. Carnival will be celebrated from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Monday, February 16, 2026. Let me repeat. Carnival will be celebrated from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Monday, February 16, 2026. And from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Tuesday, February 17, 2026. And although the time is stipulated, the beginning and the end, but it depends on your good behavior. Because as the minister rightly said, you can end it at any time within that time. If you misbehave, Carnival ends. If you behave as per usual, the Carnival goes to 11 o'clock on Monday and 10 o'clock, that's PM, on Tuesday. So it depends on you.
And in Calypso News, Chester Leta, known as Daddy Chess, was crowned Stardom King of the Tent last night and walked away with his grand prize of $1,500. Leta, who is the lead singer of Swinging Stars and who was once the National Calypso King, beat 17 other Calypsonians to secure the crown with his upbeat song Roof Leaking. Mystery came in second place with Parise, Tasha P came third with Play Your Role, and Kalfa P came fourth with Batting Too Long. Congratulations to Daddy Chess. And CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority, Marva Williams, says that the stage is well prepared and everything is in order to host Mass Dominic 2026. Speaking about the importance of Carnival to the economy, Williams said that Carnival is culture in motion and commerce in action.
I am pleased to confirm that Dominica is prepared for Mass Dominic 2026. Carnival is a major economic driver within our first quarter tourism performance. It stimulates demand across accommodation, transportation, food services, retail, and entertainment, while strengthening Dominica's visibility within the regional markets. Mass Dominic is culture in motion and it is commerce in action. Current industry indicators are encouraging. Accommodation providers are reporting strong occupancy levels, particularly from regional Caribbean markets and the diaspora. Air access continues to support steady inbound traffic, and stakeholders across the tourism value chain are positioned for a high activity weekend.
And finally, in local news, the highly anticipated Miss Dominica 2026 will be on tonight at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium from 8 p.m. Miss Central Cooperative Credit Union Tanisha Balson will take a final walk as Miss Dominica 2025 and crown the new queen later this evening. Go out and support your favorite contestant. Dana Grano, number 1, Dana Eugene, number 2, Shireen Mills, number 3, Dana Uzeb, number 5, and Sancha Tyson.
These remarkable women represent intelligence, purpose, and the future of our nation. They have worked tirelessly in preparation for the big night, and they deserve the full support of all Dominican women, all Dominican men, all Dominican children this evening. The Miss Dominica pageant will begin at 8. Gates will open from 7 p.m. this evening. So we encourage everyone to be here. And we're asking you to come out and support all the contestants. Wear whatever colors or t-shirts proudly. Fill the stadium with positive energy. Celebrate Dominican womanhood and leadership. Your presence matters, your applause matters, your support will empower these young ladies this evening. So let us all rally behind these young women and show them that Dominica stands united in support of their advocacy.
And that's it for local news this evening. We'll be right back with regional news.
Was that a cough?
No, just a little tickle in my throat.
That was a cough.
No, it wasn't.
You need to go home.
I'm not contagious.
No. You
It's
need to go
chronic
home.
bronchitis.
No. You need to go home. No. Stop.
And first up in regional news, Prime Minister Mia Mottley has secured a massive and historic victory in Barbados' general election, with the Barbados Labour Party (BLP) winning the overwhelming majority of seats in the House of Assembly. The result mirrors the party's dominant performances in the 2018 and 2022 elections, marking a third consecutive landslide for the governing party. The BLP's sweeping victory signals continued public confidence in her administration, despite campaign debates surrounding rising living costs and national security concerns. The clean sweep unseated opposition leader Ralph Thorne, who described the election results as disappointing, but thanked supporters for a fair campaign, reiterating concerns about security and infrastructure. In her victory speech, Mottley pledged to tackle poverty, reduce injustice, and create greater opportunities for citizens. She also declared Friday a public bank holiday. Her government says it will continue focusing on the economy, cost of living, and Barbados' global role. Meanwhile, congratulatory messages have begun to pour in for Mottley as Prime Minister Skerrit and Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre of Dominica and St. Lucia took to Facebook to congratulate her. Honorable Skerrit wrote, "The people of Barbados have once again placed their trust in your leadership and your ability to guide the country forward during a time that calls for steady hands and bold thinking. Here in Dominica, we value the strong friendship between our two nations, and I look forward to continuing our work to strengthen our region." He also wished the Prime Minister success as she begins the new term in office. And finally, Dominica received a courtesy call from CARICOM Chairman and Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terence Drew. Talk centered on regional integration and the vital role CARICOM continues to play in advancing practical, collective solutions for the people of the Caribbean. Discussions also focused on preparations for the 50th regular meeting of CARICOM heads of government, set for February 24th to the 27th in St. Kitts and Nevis. Both sides underscored the importance of strong regional cooperation in navigating global uncertainties, strengthening economies, and promoting sustainable development across the community. And that's it for regional news. We'll be right back with your international news.
Love is in the air and on the plate at Blast Bistro. This Valentine's Day, bring your boo to our Two Hearts dinner. Grilled chicken, fish or shrimp, tasty sides and wine to set the mood. Flying solo? No worries. Our single love plate is still a whole vibe. Sip Cupid's kiss or passion and rum. Enjoy sweet bar deals and let love do the rest. Good food, great vibes, zero awkwardness. Blast Bistro, where Valentine's tastes better. Mwah.
First up in international news, U.S. border official Tom Homan says the immigration enforcement surge in Minnesota will soon end after President Donald Trump approved his request to conclude the operation. Homan told reporters he will remain in the state briefly to oversee the drawdown and ensure a smooth transition. He said increased cooperation from local officials helped reduce enforcement targets and described Operation Metro Surge as successful. The deployment of more than 2,000 officers sparked nationwide protest following the deaths of 2 U.S. citizens last month. While the surge is winding down, Homan said ICE will maintain a smaller presence in Minnesota to complete the transition. And in more international news, Russia has confirmed it has blocked WhatsApp nationwide and is urging citizens to use the state-backed messaging app Max instead. The move follows reports that authorities were also restricting access to Telegram, widely used in Russia by the military, government officials, and state media. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said the decision was made because WhatsApp parent company Meta failed to comply with Russian laws, though he gave no specifics. He described Max as a growing national alternative. WhatsApp said the Russian government has attempted to fully block the platform, calling it an effort to push users toward a state-run surveillance app. And finally, in international news, Bangladesh heads to the polls today in its first election since a Gen Z-led uprising ousted longtime leader Sheikh Hasina in 2024. Hasina fled the country after mass student protests over job quotas spiraled into a nationwide movement against corruption and repression. Her 15-year rule ended amid deadly crackdowns that, according to the UN, left around 1,400 people dead. She was later sentenced to death in absentia and remains in exile in India. Her Awami League party is barred from contesting the vote. While many young activists celebrated her fall, some say the current front-runners, BNP leader Tariq Rahman, and an Islamist party resurgence do not reflect the reformist vision they fought for. Still, the election is widely seen as Bangladesh's first credible vote in more than a decade, with anticipation high across the capital. And that's it for international news. We'll be right back with sports news.
New game in town. Get ready to match 5 and you can win 10K. Let's go. Play with just $2. Match 5 numbers from 1 to 29 to win. Draws every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. It's easy, fun, and local. Match 5, your local jackpot game. Dominica National Lottery.
And in sports, Dominica's under-17 boys played to a 1-1 draw with Anguilla in their final match of the CONCACAF Boys Under-17 World Cup qualifiers. The young Dominican side delivered a disciplined and competitive performance, earning a hard-fought result to close out their campaign in the regional qualifiers. The draw caps off the team's participation in the tournament, showcasing determination and growth on the international stage. And finally, in sports news, the West Indies cricket team secured a commanding 30-run victory over England in their T20 World Cup clash in Mumbai on Wednesday. Batting first, the West Indies posted an imposing 196 for 6, powered by a blistering unbeaten 76 from Shafin Rutherford. Jason Holder provided late fireworks with 33 as the pair added 61 runs in the closing overs. In reply, England were bowled out for 166 in 19 overs despite a rapid start. Opener Phil Salt smashed 30 of just 12 balls, including 24 runs in Jason Holder's first over, as England raced to 31 without loss. However, left-arm spinner Gudakesh Moti turned the tide with a brilliant spell of 3 for 33. He dismantled England's middle order, dismissing Tom Banton, Jacob Bethel and captain Harry Brook, reducing England from a comfortable 85 for 2 to 135 for 5. Brook's dismissal for 17 proved pivotal. Sam Curran fought valiantly with an unbeaten 43 of 30 balls, but ran out of partners as wickets continued to tumble. The victory marks the West Indies' second win from 2 matches, placing them in a strong position to qualify for the Super 8s from Group 6. And that's it for sports. We'll be right back with the weather report. Here is your weather report and marine forecast from the Dominica Meteorological Service. A high-pressure system is bringing relatively drier conditions across the area. For tonight, expect fair to partly cloudy skies with a few isolated showers. It will be breezy at times. Marine conditions are gradually improving. On the west coast, waves are reaching up to 5 feet and decreasing. On the east coast, seas are up to 7 feet. The high surf advisory and the small craft advisory have been discontinued. However, sea users should continue to exercise caution. This has been EmoNews Nightly Package for February 12, 2026. I am your presenter, So Anna Benjamin. Do have a lovely evening, everyone.
Carnival is girls and rum and vibes and rhythm on the road, on the road, on the road, on the road. Leave your stress at your home and don't bring it on the road, on the road, on the road, on the road. Girl, I don't care if you have a man, we don't need jams, or we party as one. I don't care if you have a man, what happens, let's give party, party.